I don't know why I was scared. Maybe I was scared of being judged. I think that anxiety or that fear got better. 20 years of my life was me following rules, was me following whatever the fuck they said I should do. Three people might be doing the same thing, but those three people will not get the same result. If you don't enjoy now that you don't have money, by the time you start making money, you will not have time and then you miss when you had time. Now, time is your greatest asset. I should start to explain why I've not been on this YouTube street. I'll not live here. But please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Anyways, hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube. I promise I'm not ghosting again. This time I'm coming to you guys with full force back to back this year. We know they agree for anybody. I promise myself that I'm going to do a lot of sitting videos just to get to know me, get to know each other, and like so I am 23 and I'm turning 24 this year. Oh my god. I'm actually getting old and this thing is not funny. Like didn't I just turned 16 last year? Anyways, 23 things I have learned in my 23 years of being on this planet. So number one, just breathe. So last year I was having a lot of anxiety. Not really anxiety, I was just scared to come out of my comfort zone. I was scared to do what I like doing. I was scared to film. I was scared to be in my content creator era. I don't know why I was scared. Maybe I was scared of being judged. But even when I was scared of being judged, I was okay, even if they're going to judge me, fuck it, I'm still going to do it anyways. And I think that anxiety or that fear got better. I would not say that I have fully overcome it, but I think it has gotten better. Another thing I used to say is F imposter syndrome. Like, who cares about imposter syndrome? I was scared. I did it. I mean, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm making that effort, that single or that little effort every day, and that's what's important. Which takes me to my next point. It's okay to not know. Sometimes I'll feel like, oh, I need to have it figured out before I do this, before I do that. But like, I'm 23, I don't know what I want to do with my life. 20 years of my life was me following rules, was me following whatever the fuck they said I should do. If they say I should sleep by this time, they say I should enter my hostel by this time, if they say I should study by this time, I have to follow rules. So I mean, it's just 3 years of my life that has been given to me to figure shit out. Like, I'm just 3 years old. Basically in the work world or in the outside world or whatever they call it. How do you expect a 3-year-old child to even know how to walk? Yeah, you say, oh, but some of my mates are already making millions, some of my mates are already getting cars, getting houses, and legitly not scam or whatever. But the truth is, they might be your mates with age or with experiences, they are not your mates. If you check when these people started, they started when they were 14, 15, 13, especially all these young influencers. They started early. So in the industry, they are actually your senior, even if they might be younger than you with age. In the industry, they are actually your senior, they are not your mates. So with normal age, yes, they are your mates or they are younger than you, but in the industry that you are trying to figure out, they are older than you. So you should not compare yourself. You should only take lessons or take like inspiration. Yes, that's the word, inspiration from them, which leads me to my next point. Comparison is the killer of joy. Like I already even said, like you don't need to compare. The sky is big enough for all of us to fly. I mean, there are so many birds in the sky. The sky is big enough for all of us to fly. So there's no need to compare yourself. Three people might be doing the same thing, but those three people will not get the same result, and they might be using different procedures even if they are doing the same thing. There can be three beauty influencers. One talks about skin, one talks about makeup, and even if they are all talking about makeup, one might be telling you tips and tricks, one might be showing you how to do your makeup, one might be showing you how to skin prep. They are doing different things even if the result is the same, right? You don't need to compare yourself, just take inspiration and that's fine. And even if you are doing exactly the same thing, be unique. Look for something that makes you stand out. If everybody is just doing the same thing, the viewers are just like, scroll next, next, next. Like, so you just have to look for what makes you stand out. Even if you're a beauty influencer, what makes you different from other beauty influencers? You don't have to copy, you just have to be unique in your own way. Number four, I would say this is also still very hard for me to do, but I know it's very important for us to do. Enjoy your broke days. So by the way, I'm going to cut this video into two. I cannot do the whole 23 things in a video. So I'm going to be doing a part one and part two. So maybe I'll do 23 divided by two. Let's calculate. I did engineering, but I don't like using my brain. 7.6. So that means I'll do 7 in one. 8 in one. So I'll do 12 in this one and I'll do 11 in the other one. Enjoy your broke days. And that's actually very important. I know even me too, I struggle with that because I'm not going to lie to you right now. Nothing is in my account. I know if you see me, you'll not believe because I look okay, right? But I'm trying to live in the moment because if you don't enjoy now that you don't have money, by the time you start making money, you don't have time and then you miss when you had time. Now, time is your greatest asset. So enjoy your broke days, learn new skills, take up hobbies. Like last 2 years, the hobby I took up was makeup. Although I will not say I've perfected it, but I'm getting better. Last year, the hobby I took up was skating. I will not also say I've perfected it, but I can skate. And this year, I'm not going to talk about it yet until I finally pay for it. But there's something cooking. So yeah, enjoy your broke days, spend it with families, spend it with friends. Because when you start focusing on moving to the next level, trying to get a career for yourself, trying to get money, trying to move to another country for school or for work or whatever, you're not going to be with your family 24/7. You're not even, if you can even stay 10 years, 7 years, you'll not see your friends and you'll not see your family. So enjoy your broke days. Spend time with family as much as you can. Spend time with friends as much as you can. Anytime I go to Port Harcourt, one of my tradition is to see all my friends I've not seen, like if they're available, of course. And I'm not saying you will not get to that point where you have time and money, right? Maybe when you've been very established or you've gotten your business. Even if you're a business owner, the starting point is not rosy. Even if you're starting your own company, you're starting your own startup, the starting point is not rosy. You know how time is. Maybe when the business has balanced a little bit years later, right? Number 5, be grateful. Practice gratitude. If you're not grateful with what you have, like you're not content, you're not grateful. Content does not mean you should not seek for more. Content means that wherever you are just grateful. You're not greedy, right? If you're not grateful, you don't have gratitude in you, you're not thankful, you are not content. I promise you, even when you get that millions and billions, you will still not be content, which is why you see billionaires, millionaires killing themselves, they've committed suicide, and then you'll be wondering, like, you have everything, why are you killing yourself? But the truth is, some people are not content, they are not grateful, they don't practice gratitude, they're just every day they want to keep it pushing, keep it pushing, keep it pushing without being grateful for where they are. Because by the time you look back, you see that you've taken 200 steps without even realizing. So you should be grateful for those 200 steps you've taken. You're not where you were yesterday and you'll not be where you are tomorrow. So you should be grateful, you should be content. And if you are not, by the time you have the millions and billions, I bet you will still be hungry for more. You will not be grateful, you will not be content. Number 6, you can actually build your dream life. And I say this because I've seen people build their dream life. Like I've seen people talk about how they built their dream life. I've seen people build their dream life, even if, of course, they are not where they want to be exactly. Because every day, everybody wants to keep growing. They want to keep learning, unlearning, and just growing in general. But they are not where they were like years ago. For example, there's this girl on TikTok. I think she has a YouTube, Justin's Camera Roll. She was, for the longest time, she was not sure about Instagram. She was on TikTok. She said she wanted to build her TikTok. She wanted to grow her TikTok. In a month, she was on 30K. In I think 3 months or so, she was on 100K followers on TikTok. She put in the work, but she what was on her vision board, she got it. She got the 100K followers. She got the 50K on Instagram. She said she wanted to get 50K on Instagram. In less than 3 weeks, she got it. She also got her dream car. I don't know where she was staying before, but I think she wanted to move to LA or so. And she moved. Like, she's building her dream life. Justin is building her dream life. So you can build your dream life. And I know I can. I can actually build my dream life, and I'm doing that for myself. I want to be a content creator. I want to be an engineer. I'm already an engineer by study, but I want to be an engineer by profession. At first, I was thinking it was going to be very difficult to actually manage the both, being an engineer and mixing engineering with technology, because I think that's what I want to do, mix engineering with technology and also be a content creator. I mean, it's so much work, right? But I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to get it done. Number seven, what you think you are. That's who you are, baby. If you think you are lazy, you're going to be lazy because your mind is going to be, when you want to do something, your mind is going to be like, after all, I'm lazy, I don't need to do it, or I'm going to procrastinate, like, I'm lazy, so they shouldn't have high expectations of me. Which is why when I become a parent, before I become a parent, I'm going to go to therapy. I don't want to repeat patterns, right? But which is why, as a parent, no matter what, I don't want to call my children names that they are going to carry for years. For example, people will call their children dull and wonder why their children are dull, or call their children useless and wonder why their children are useless in the future. You caused it. You put that in their head that they are useless. So whenever they wanted to work hard, they just assumed they were useless. So they did not bother to put in the work because they're useless. You call them useless, literally, which is something I'm also adapting to not do to myself. Like when I want to have one bad mindset that, oh, I don't feel beautiful, I'm like, you are very beautiful, my darling. That's what I tell myself. Or when I want to be like, I'm broke, even if I know nothing's in my account, I'm like, you are rich in Jesus' name. That money is going to enter your account. Like, there's no space for calling yourself one rubbish name over here. Like, over here, there's no scarcity mindset, there's no lazy mindset, there's no negative mindset. So, you are who you think you are. If you think that you're a successful content creator with over a million followers, and over a million subscribers. People love you and respect you, and you built a community. People have built a community around you, and that is who you are. You start envisioning yourself as that, and before you know, you start acting that way, and before you know, you become that, right? So, number eight is love yourself. Like, I don't even need to say this more than once. If you don't love yourself, who will love you for you? If you don't do things for yourself, who's going to do it for you? You're waiting for a man to come and buy you flowers. I've never gotten flowers from a man before, and psych, I got myself flowers. It's not real flowers. It's even plastic, according to Mama G. But it's a start. At least I did something that made me happy for myself because I genuinely care and love myself. The next flowers I'm going to buy, like, why won't I buy original flowers to show myself that I love myself? So you do stuff for yourself, take yourself out on solo dates, make yourself happy, just do stuff that would make you happy. And when you start loving yourself, when you start doing the inner work, when you start appreciating yourself, people will start seeing it, your life will start radiating, and people will start to appreciate you, people will start to show you love, people will start to want to show you love because they're like, who is that girl? Like, she looks so beautiful, she looks like she's loved at home. Every man that would have been useless to you or want to come and bring bad energy, you're cutting them off because they can't even come close. It is men that want to also love you the way you love yourself that would start coming. So if you treat yourself anyhow, the people that will come will treat you anyhow. If you treat yourself good, if you take yourself out, if you take yourself on dates, if you buy yourself nice things, good wigs, take good care of yourself, the person that is coming is going to take good care of you. Like, I entered an Uber and the guy was whining me, was like, I look so good, my hair looks expensive, that who is doing that for me? I said, it's me that is doing it myself. He was like, it's a lie. They are telling me that you don't have man and you look this good. Okay, I'm doing it for myself, but I don't have anybody to do it for me. If I don't do it for myself, who will do it for me? He was like, that's so interesting. Like, he was so amazed as if he has never seen anybody do things for themselves. Don't mind him, there are so many women out there that are doing things for themselves. So do things for yourselves, love yourself, take good care of yourself, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. Number nine, be kind to yourself and give yourself grace. So if you don't love yourself, you can't be kind to yourself. Extend grace to yourself. The way you extend grace to others, extend grace to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Nurture yourself. Care for yourself. Treat yourself the way you're going to treat someone that you care about, someone that you love. You know, the way you treat a man that you're obsessed with and you can't do without. Do that for yourself. Yes, do it for yourself, and you see. You see how you will never accept nonsense in your life. You see how you will never accept anybody that wants to treat you like trash. You're not going to accept it because you know what you want, you know what your standards are, you know what your boundaries are. Number 10, don't be too focused on other people's dreams that you forget about your own dreams. Sometimes you want to create content a certain way, but because you're seeing someone else doing it that way and you love the person, you see yourself copying the person and trying to be like the person, and then you wonder why this person is creating this content and they are getting 1 million views. I'm not saying you cannot take inspiration. I'm not going to say I take inspiration from a lot of people. People do it a lot. They are focused on someone else's dream and they forget their own dream. And then you see jealousy start to occur right? If you notice that you're jealous of somebody, block the person, unfollow the person, not from a bad place, but just from a place to just get yourself back. Just it's okay to block people, unfollow people until you've gotten yourself really. Like it's actually okay, no matter who they are, block them, unfollow them. Don't focus on their dreams. Like there's someone that I was like really liking the person's content. Later I noticed that anytime I want to create content, I was feeling bad because my content doesn't look as good as the person. But I was like, be you. Create content as if you've never seen any other person's content before, as if you're the only content creator in the world. Like if you're the only content creator in the world, how are you going to create content? Let's say there's nobody now, blur everybody out. How are you going to create content? Do something that is specific to you. If not, like jealousy starts to creep in, you start to hate the person, you don't know why you're hating the person, you start to hate the person. Number 11, if it doesn't work out for you, that means it was never your status or it was not the right time. You see that you apply for a job, you're good, you have all the qualifications, but you're just not getting the job, right? Maybe it's not the right time or that's not what for you. Let's use Ebuka. If you're in Nigerian or you follow like Big Brother Nigeria, you're going to know Ebuka. Ebuka came on I Said What I Said podcast, and he was talking about before this stardom you're seeing, before the glam and everything, there was 11 years of hard work. I'm not saying you have to work 11 years, right? But he talked about how first he worked at I think a radio station or so, I can't remember. We talked about how he would apply for all these events to be like a host and all of that. All of them kept coming back to say, "Oh, you were the best, you were the best." But next thing you see that they started the show, they didn't call him for it, right? He didn't know that all these years it was prepping him for the one, which was Big Brother, because those ones were not for him and it was just not the right time. When Big Brother came, he didn't even apply. It was like an in-house, if you know, you know thing. They reached out to him, and at first he thought it was just the normal way they reach out to him and then they'll say, "Oh, he was the best, but he's not going to get it." And before you know, he got it, Ebuka got it, and now Ebuka's stardom, like I'm not saying stardom rose from Big Brother because he was already like doing small, but from Big Brother, a lot of people knew him, and he has been. In fact, nobody can take it away from him. He's good. So you see, like all those years of applying to different ones, feeling sad, it was preparing him for the one. So I'm not saying if you apply for a job that is your dream job and all of that, and you don't get it, you should not feel sad. I'm not saying you shouldn't feel sad, but just know that all these years of hard work, all those applying for like different things, failing. In fact, it's even good to fail. I don't like the fact that when we're in primary school, secondary school, they made us feel like a dummy for failing or for failure. For you to win, you must have failed so many times. So failing should be part of our curriculum set. It is okay to fail. Everybody should even fail first. You need to know what failure is like. You go through that so that it preps you, so that when you get that one, in fact, it's seamless. In fact, you don't even need to stress. It's going to come to you like on a platter of gold, really. So it's just a work in progress for you. It's just a process, right? So it's either not for you, and it could still be that your dream job that will come to you, but at the right time. So whatever failure you've gotten is to prep you for you to know, oh, where do I lack? What did I do wrong? What can I correct? How can I get better? It's just making you a better person. Number 12 is almost like number 11. You needed to go through that phase to be able to approach things differently. Yes, I said it. You needed to go through that phase to be able to approach things differently. So if you don't go through a certain phase, you might not know how to approach the next one or the one that is for you. So for example, there's something I applied for. I really wanted it. I didn't get it. But that process taught me a lot. I was in the process, like I did it properly. Even when I didn't get it, it didn't pay me that much because I know the knowledge I learned from it is going to take me further. And the people are impacted as well. I'll be proud of myself if someone says, "Oh, I became this because Dorcas taught me maths in so year." I mean, the children I taught that period, during the whole day, they told their mom call me. Their mom called me. I was like, "Your children are missing you. They want to talk to you." I was so happy. I was so touched. I was actually so happy. So honestly, you needed to go through that phase to be able to approach the things differently, so that when the one that's for you comes, it comes seamlessly. So thank you guys for listening. I'm going to catch you in the part 2 because I said it's 23 things right and I've only said 12. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let's like talk about it. If there's anything you don't understand, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation around it. Let's just get to know each other better And if you're struggling with something, let me know. Like, it's a safe space. All right, bye.